Hi folks, this is Chick Wilfong, and I know Pancho Villa. If you're interested in capsule apparel, go to www.chickwilfong.com and click on the store. I had a lady post a comment on the video on YouTube where I was holding the door for the black couple this morning, and what she posed was a question. She said, Mr. Wilfong, what would you do if your 16-year-old daughter came home from school and said, there's only one race I hate, and that's white people? Now, this is a white girl talking to her white mother. She said, you may see the problem in the division of America today, Mr. Wilfong, as being a manners issue. We as parents do not. We see the problem being that teachers are teaching our kids to hate themselves for something they didn't even do. We see that teachers are teaching kids that because they're a particular race, they're to blame for something that happened in a time when these kids didn't even live. What would you do about it? Well, first of all, I'd be at that teacher's desk, and if that didn't work, I'd be talking to the principal, and if that didn't work, I'd be talking to the superintendent. If that didn't work, I'd be talking to the whole school board, and if that didn't work, I'd have news cameras and news teams all over the lawn of that school finding out what the hell this teacher's teaching. I'm sick to death of hearing about teachers teaching their own agendas, teachers and professors actually, giving their own agenda instead of teaching the kids and educating the kids. Teachers, your job is to teach, not enforce some agenda or some opinion. There's two professions in America I always hear stories about, and when I hear a bad story about them, I always hear people say, well, a few bad apples. You just can't down an entire profession about a few bad apples. Well, there's a couple of professions in America that can stand no bad apples at all, period. That's law enforcement and teachers. Law enforcement we're addressing pretty hot and heavy these days, but teachers, they have to be paid well, and you have to get the best qualified people for the position. I believe that in law enforcement and teachers. Heck, if we can come up with enough money to pay $1,200 stimulus checks, if we can come up with billions of dollars to pay for an Obamacare website, we can certainly afford to pay those two professions well. Hey, one of them's protecting us. The other one's protecting our future. Y'all keep that in mind.